Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelvin, your host of Situations, the podcast.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Deanna. What's up, everybody?
Deanna, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, and you?
I'm doing. These are some signs that you women need to look out for and adhere to, and this is how you can determine if the guy you're seeing or the guy that's pursuing you is serious about the situation. Okay.
Right.
All right. Number one, whenever you call him, he's never available. Whenever you need him, he's never available. Okay.
Biggest red flag ever.
How would you take that?
Biggest red flag ever.
Absolutely.
Like you
Um,
ain't never available. You don't want to be available.
right. What I say is, situations like that when he frequently cancels plans and unreachable when you need the
Right.
support from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a big red flag.
Right.
Okay. Sign number two.
Okay.
Do I want to go with number two or do I want to go with another different? Okay, let's go with this one.
It looked
When
like
he
the light
doesn't
dimmed a
make,
little bit.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Looked like we went dim a little bit.
Oh, you still, everything looks good on our end.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Number two. When he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
make plans for you for the future of when he doesn't make plans for the future with you, how do you take that?
Ain't no future. I mean, because, and that's what we were talking about before. Like just open communication. Just pay attention to communication and dialogue. If it's
Right.
never, babe, I want us to do this and it's always, I got to do this, you're excluded.
Absolutely. Let's say, for instance, a guy you're dating
Mm-hmm.
and it's his family reunion, but he didn't tell you about the family. Well, you knew about the family reunion, but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't say, "Well, okay, babe, the family reunion is this day." You know, what we doing? He didn't include you, basically. How do you feel about that?
It's probably going to be short lived. I mean, for a man or woman, at some point you got to get it.
Right.
Because we all have experienced something to this degree where we didn't like something or it rubbed us the wrong way, like, this something don't seem right.
Right.
So it's like at
Well,
some point you got to be like, if it doesn't seem like I'm being included, then I need to exclude myself.
right. But at what point do you trust your gut? At what point do you trust that woman's intuition?
We should be trusting it straight out the gate, but we don't. And men and women, I feel like, be blinded by what they like about the person. So they create a delusion and, you know, just make up in their mind what they want it to be versus looking at what it actually is and what's
What
going
it
on.
should be. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, I see a lot of it
Mm-hmm.
in real life. I see a
Right.
lot of it on social media. But
Mm-hmm.
what I don't understand is you already know what the situation is. You
Right.
you have a gut feeling. Women always say they got this woman's intuition, but you never trust
Mm-hmm.
it. You never listen to yourself. You always
Right.
figure out a way to go around the situation to figure out, well, I
Because
can
guess
make it
what?
better. I could try to make it work.
Guess what she's doing straight off the bat.
What's that?
She don't trust herself because she lying to herself.
Right.
So if you're creating a false narrative and you're not trusting yourself, now you finna just accept anything from him. You can't accept the truth.
Right. Yeah. Because when it's time to go to a family reunion and you're not
Right.
invited, then
Right.
something ain't right with this picture now. Now
Right.
I
Because
can
that's
see,
a
right. I can see if you had to work and
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't get the day off or something to that effect. But
Right.
for you to not include her in the family reunion
Right.
plans, then that should be a
Right.
sign.
Yeah. Because that's not something that's like a public thing. And when people have family reunions, they bring their significant others or
Right,
people that they're dating. You know, that's
right.
outdoors activity, all that, or whatever. Why would I? Why would I not be invited?
Absolutely. Yeah, you got a point. Okay. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if he shows little or no affection? He's not affectionate with you whatsoever.
I'm gonna take that as you're not interested.
Okay.
Because if we grown, can't nobody tell me, oh, that's just how I am. Well, then you need to go seek some damn counseling.
Right. I mean, you're
Because
not showing no physical support. I mean, no physical emotion.
love
No,
is the
no
biggest
nothing.
force.
Right.
Everybody likes to be held, hugged, caressed, all of that. So
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff is just a no-brainer, but when you start out lying to your own self and you're not being honest with your own self, now you're subjected to deal with anything just to have a piece of something that you want, even if you're not even being treated fairly.
Or just to say that you got somebody.
Exactly.
And 9 times out of 10, I think that's what it be. Women are so. I think they may be so to the point to where they may be afraid to lose out on something just to
Yep.
say they got something when you know something is
Right.
not right.
Right. And they've been going around the internet, saying, oh, she's a pick me, she's a pick me. This is a perfect example of a pick me right here. Just dealing with anything, just to have
Right.
something.
Just as you can say you got a man.
Yes.
And like I say, this I want to make this clear. This is not male bashing from a male perspective. This is not male
It's
bashing.
not.
These are just signs that
Right.
women need to look for. And vice
Right.
versa, fellas. You guys need to do the same thing. You guys need to
Exactly.
take the things that we saying and just reverse them. So
Right.
this is not, we're not male bashing women and we're not
Right.
male bashing men. Okay. When he or she is so
Mm-hmm.
inconsistent. Okay. It goes back to what you said a while ago when he's
Right.
unreliable, unpredictable. The
Right.
communication is not there.
Right.
It's just no consistency whatsoever from your
Right.
partner. That's my take.
Right. It's like
Okay.
it's 2024. I mean, everybody should be able to pick up on if somebody's into them, feeling them, want them around or not.
You would think.
And if they only want you around for sex, they only calling at night, or if you're doing nice, kind gestures and things for them, if they only around for that, then you already know what they want. They just want to be appeased for the things that they want to get from you.
Right. I agree. Okay. Well, the next one, he avoids introducing you to family and friends. Well, we just tapped on that one.
Baby, you ain't it.
Right. Can't be.
You are not the one.
You can't be.
And
If
then
you
it
haven't
be
met his
crazy
family,
because,
go ahead.
but I'm finna say, even with that, it was guys that I've known for a week or two, and they was taking me to meet their mama. I met every man mama I ever just even went on a date with, and I'm like, you crazy? What? I met everybody mama. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't met the family yet, or you haven't met the mom yet, then that's definitely a big flag, because in those type of situations, you want to show your family, hey,
Right.
what y'all think, because 9 times out of 10, when you introduce your significant other to your family,
Right.
somebody in that family gonna pick up on something that you not seeing.
Absolutely.
And they gonna bring it to your attention.
Absolutely. But guess what? These fools be so slick out here. Baby, they got to play mama. They going to take you to the other mama house, not the real mama.
Oh.
You know these guys be having to. We going to my mama's house. This ain't even your real mama, fool.
Oh, they got the play, taking them to the play mama house, huh?
Look, in that
that
case,
way,
ladies,
she can't never say, "Well,
and
go ahead, go
well,
ahead."
guess what? In that case, ladies, just, where's the baby pictures at? Hey, mom, how you doing? Where the family portraits at?
Right.
Because if that's your mama, she got something.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Look,
right.
you got to be quicker than
that. Okay. The next sign.
All right.
When he only reaches out for convenience. We tapped on that already.
Exactly.
When he only reaches out for convenience. When he only reaches out primarily when it's convenient for him, not because he genuinely wants to. Only when he needs something or wants something, like you said, sexual, or whether he's running a scam on you or things of that nature.
And if you don't care about him, then to hell with him. But if you want to get your lick back, what if he asking, yeah, baby, I'm gonna meet you at 7, string him along, then put it on do not disturb. You know, it takes its own medicine. Now you become unavailable and inconsistent.
Right. But let me ask you something. So do you think, well, I think I pretty much know the answer to this already, but do you think women are actually doing that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I think they done been through enough to where they got it now. It's like they know how to play the game better than them.
Right.
And a lot of them are looking, the smart ones, they know the signs, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that's, and they flowing in their own, they content in their own world, and, they got their stuff going on. It's like, you are not even finna waste my time, baby. Now you've been chasing me for 6 months to a year. Now we can't even settle on where we going for dinner or a first date, or you 3, 4, 5 phone calls. You still busy?
Right.
Baby, you busy. Have a nice life. That's it.
Right. Well, see me when you got some free time.
No, but that be the thing. Like you said, sometimes it be the chase. They chase you for all this time, and then get the opportunity, and then become inconsistent. No, baby.
Right. What was that energy at when you was chasing me? That same energy that you was using to chase me?
Exactly.
Put it to use now.
Nah. But you just gotta. But that's what I'm saying. It's like if a person is interested, you will know.
Absolutely. Okay. Sign number 7. When he keeps things vague.
That's it.
When he avoids giving clear answers. Communication.
Guess what? You keep him in the friend zone.
Right. And you would think when you meet someone for compatibility, someone that you can possibly want to spend the rest of your life with. Because, what is the ultimate goal in a relationship? The ultimate goal is to, probably settle down because you're tired of playing the field, start a family and that sort of thing. But when you get women as worse as men, that doesn't help.
Man, these heifers out here married and cheating, so
right, no value.
Ain't no forever at home, or they got, they like, oh, my husband, he ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Or she probably know he cheating and she start cheating too. It's just, I ain't got time for all that. That's what I be telling people, leave me alone.
Right. Okay. Sign number 8.
Okay.
When he doesn't show genuine interest, he doesn't ask you about your life, your feelings.
He ain't interested.
He not showing any interest whatsoever about your day. You could probably talk to him. First of all, my thing is this. When you, as a man, when you're starting out dating someone or trying to show your interest in someone, there's nothing wrong with saying good morning. Right. Letting them know, hey, top of the morning to you, I'm just thinking about you. I'll call you later. Right. That sort of thing. It be the simplest things.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's all it takes. It's the simplest things to get from point A to point B. Right. But women have the tendency to just not pick up on it.
Right.
So I don't know. How do you feel about that? How do you feel if you just dating someone or you seeing someone, or you just getting to talk to someone, and everything is to you, everything is vague.
Then it's vague. Ain't no, I'm not putting no commitment there.
I know, but what I'm asking you is like,
Hmm.
as a woman, what do you say? Do you bring it to his attention, or do you just roll with the
Yeah.
punches because you're really not wasn't
No,
that really that interested?
no, because for me, like I told you, I don't go out with guys for the dinner. I'm pretty much a popular loner. I know a lot of people, but I'm a loner. Like everybody that know me know it ain't no offense to nobody, but I pretty much like being by myself. So if I'm around people, it's like I finally, got free and got time to be out and stuff like that. So I wouldn't care one way or another anyway.
Okay,
And I'm like, I'm just gonna block you. So we ain't even. It's like if you're not interested, but I'm definitely assertive in being uh, very communicative. You know what I'm saying, with someone and expressing how I feel about it. Look, it doesn't seem like you're interested, so whatever has your attention right now, you need to go tend to that. Take care, straight like that.
right. Is that just that easy, huh?
For me, yeah. But for somebody who's feeling like they're lacking something or a void needs to be filled,
Right,
then they're gonna have love bombing. That's a narcissist. It's like you're doing all of this and we ain't even probably even had a proper first date, just been talking on the phone or maybe had one date or whatever. It's like, and I'm not saying there's not no generous men out there. I'm just saying like you don't know me enough. We haven't talked enough for you to really know anything about me other than if you find me physically attractive.
right. Okay,
So I would be questioning: are you trying to strike up some type of friends with benefits, or are you doing this to bait me in and then they treat you good and then here come the other side?
right. Well, okay. With that being said, then what happens when he makes you feel insecure? Where his actions leave you feeling uncertain, um, about where y'all stand in the relationship. That's another sign.
It is, and I'm gonna certainly walk out the door.
Okay.
That's just
Well,
that.
well, there you have it, ladies. That's 10 signs, you know, that you guys need to pay attention to when you're
Yeah,
dating or in
right.
relationship with these guys. And once again, this is not male bashing, fellas. Just flip it. That's all. Just flip it. Just flip the script, you know. And these are 10 signs
Right.
of, that you need to look out for the women as well, because
Right.
don't think for 1 second it's not happening, because it definitely is happening. It's 2024. And like you said,
Right.
Tiana, these women out here are playing the game just as tough as these men's playing it.
But see, then this be my thing because if you acting like that or we casually dating or whatever, and I'm like, all right, cool. So then we might be out somewhere. You might see me with somebody else. It's like, dude, you wasn't putting the attention there. What did you think? I was finna be at home waiting by the phone?
All right.
The person that showed up is the person who's gonna get my time. The person who's showing interest and all that, that's the person I'm gonna give my attention to. Because first of all, I ain't even got that much time anyway.
All right. Okay.
You are now watching Situations, the podcast, where nothing is off limits.
Okay. Well, here's our few things to avoid being played. Okay. We
Hmm.
just gave you guys 10 signs to look out for. Now we're gonna give you
Right.
a few things. We're gonna talk about a few things to keep from being played. Okay. Um, when you're giving him too much of yourself,
Right.
or don't give him too much of yourself. And I say that because when you're giving him too much of yourself, you got to maintain your own interests, your hobbies, your friendship,
Yeah.
and you're outside of all relationships. You have to be able to maintain that. So you can't give
Right.
all that away. And I think
Right.
we talked about this a few episodes back, where
Hmm.
I can't remember exactly, the topic of that particular day, but it's just kind of played back in my head. So how do you feel about that, Deanna? How do you feel about not giving him too much of yourself?
I feel like that's the proper thing to do. He was attracted to you because of how you moved, you know, the things you displayed and all that. But that was, you was being you, and you had all those other things in your life. So my
Okay.
whole thing is, you're not my husband. I mean, I don't have to check with you first on what I want to do. If
Right.
we have a communication and we want to plan something, do something together, that's fine. Because when he get ready to go out with his friends, he not trying to hear nothing. He going out with the guys. So
Right.
don't cut your friends off. Don't cut your hobbies off. Keep your life fulfilled so you can. That be the thing. You don't need another person to make you whole. You're supposed to be a whole person before you get with somebody else. So you fill your life up with the things that you like, and then that's when the other person be an additive. Either they are or they not.
Okay. So what about boundaries? Are you? What kind of boundaries are we gonna set from a woman perspective?
Ability. After that, sorry, sir, try again tomorrow. I'm not even picking up.
Right.
Now, once we establish some stuff, if we together or, you know, time them, you know, moved along, processed, you know, and all that or whatever, then maybe so if I'm still up. But I normally be in the bed at 8:30 because what the hell am I up out all night for when I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
That's I'm like, you're not even finna play with me.
Okay.
And if I'm staying up anytime before that, you definitely gonna be worth it. And them red flags don't say you worth it.
Especially not right now, huh?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, now that we got that out the way, it's time to move on from. It's time to move on from being played. Okay. That's the
Okay.
topic. How to move on from being played. Okay. You are you gonna how let me ask you this first. How would you move on from the relationship?
I mean, if he's displaying all those other things, being
After
inconsistent,
all those red flags
not
he's
being
been
available, all
displayed.
that stuff, whatever, I'm just gonna block him and I'm gonna go on with the rest of my day. Because if
Okay.
you wasn't available, I don't even have to extend you no courtesy because we ain't made nothing. There's no solid nothing here. I don't owe
Okay.
you anything. You already
So
showed you wasn't interested. So
there's no
it's a clean break.
there's no pain. There's no emotions that was tied or nothing. Just
I mean, it just depends on the woman. If she was allowing herself to be a cliffhanger and holding on to any little attention that he gave her, because like I said, if she's trying to fill voids and stuff like that, or she just wanted to have a man,
right.
yeah, she gonna be hurt.
Okay.
But for the one that's still living her life, still got her friends, still got motion, and you know she got her own life going on, she gonna be like, oh, this he ain't on nothing. Next.
Right. Okay. And you basically hit the nail on the head with the last two. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as far as now you got to learn from the mistake. After you've made this mistake, you got to learn from it. And you
Right.
got to reflect on the relationship, identify red flags and patterns,
Right.
and you got to make sure to avoid them in the future.
Right. But then that's why I say, like, what are you, sometimes you got to reevaluate your own self. What in you is lacking that's causing you to want to choose this type of behavior that's being, you know, given to you?
But what happens
What do
is
you,
this is something she's accustomed to. This is all she attracts.
that's what I'm saying. So now be at the Hard Rock Cafe downtown. And it was guys I didn't even know. They was like, don't hang with her, mama. They was like, y'all night and day. And you know, usually men be like birds of a feather flock together, this and that, F them H's, all that stuff or whatever. They
Right.
was like, mama. They was like, y'all, no, don't be with her. Don't hang with her. She doing other stuff. And I started finding out other stuff that she was doing. Then there was another place we went to. I had on some little fitted jeans, the little crochet, you know, little crop top sweater, and my hair in a long ponytail or whatever. She had on a little top or whatever she had on a cheerleading skirt, but it was really short, so her butt cheeks and all that was hanging out.
Right.
So periodically she would come back and check on me, and she was like, friend, don't be mad or feeling down or whatever if ain't no guys trying to talk to you. And I'm like, huh? So when she walked off, this guy was like, I wasn't trying to be all up in y'all business, but I am. He said they giving her all attention because She showed up looking like a hoe.
Right.
He said, you look classy, you look this. He said they know they was going to have to put a little, it was going to be some work involved or whatever, just based
Right.
off your appearance and hers or whatever. That was the easy target, so that's what they going for. She was like, don't listen to her. keep being and doing the way you doing. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, but if I wasn't sure of myself, here I go, okay. You know, I would have been right down the Cracker Barrel with her.
Y'all should be some hoes together, huh?
Yes. But that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it don't have to be something happen at home. Because peer pressure can be a MF, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, for me, like, just even doing stuff for, like I say, I would be like with 5 of my friends. We used to hang out with these guys, or we used to go in different areas. But then they start was like, well, we staying. And I'm like, well, I'm walking home. So I'll have to walk back across the bridge by myself. And I'm like, because I'm like, I knew the consequences if I spent the night out or if I missed my curfew or whatever. And I wanted to come out the next day. Plus I had school or, you know, whatever was going on.
Right.
I want to be able to come out the next day. So I'm like, I got to follow these rules. This ain't my house. You know what I'm saying? I have to follow the rules that's been laid down. So those friends, they was pregnant at 13 and 14 years old, 15. And I wasn't. I didn't have my first daughter until I was 21, graduated, living on my own and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was always the one to be like, no, let's not do that. No, let's not do that. They be like, oh, Miss Goody Two Shoes. She always got to be the one to talking about, no, let's go, let's do this, don't do that or whatever. And those decisions, you know, it made life a little harder for them.
Right. These chicks out here, they wild, boy, I tell you. They wild.
Yeah. So I just look back on that, and I look back on a lot of different situations, whatever, and it's like, okay, let me just, you know, continue to trust myself, because it's gotten me thus far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got all my faculties. I'm not no bitter person out here. I'm still working towards goals and dreams that I want to do. I've overcame, you know what I'm saying, 100% of everything that's come my way that's been, you know, negative or challenging or a trial in life. So I'm like, hey, I'm winning.
Right. There you go. That's the attitude to have. I promise you it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since we talked about all the negatives about situations and relationships, so let's talk about a few. I got a few positives that I want to bring up too. You know, when you're looking for a good guy, you know, look for someone who's available for you. Find your partner who makes time for you and that's reliable, you know, because that's important in a relationship, you know, especially when you need him or you need some assistance from him. And one thing about it is not always monetary. It don't have to be monetary. It can be the simplest things, you know.
Yep.
If that man picks up for you, you call him and he pick up and he say, okay, I'm on my way, then that's a sign that he has some interest in you. Would you agree?
Right. I agree. But I will also say, you got to go out with good intentions. Like for me, like when I go out, I'm not going out looking for men. And you know, sometimes I hang out with other people. Sometimes I go out by myself. I really just be trying to get out, put my little cute little outfit on, you know, to switch up, you know, for me working and stuff like that. And I just genuinely go out with the vague idea or broad idea of I'm going to have a good time. So I'm going out with good energy and a mindset anyway. So I'm going to attract some good people. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't be talking about you going out after Ray and cheated on you, or, you know, you hurting stuff
that he got going on, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whether it's family oriented. If he's not including you, then that's probably not the man that you're going to be looking for. How do you feel about that, Deanna?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. And don't be acting like a wife when you ain't even a girlfriend. Okay. You cooking, cleaning, dropping off meals, doing everything, whatever. No. Build up to it.
Absolutely.
If he wants you to be that, then you step into that role. If y'all dating, then we dating. Where we eating at, where we going, what we doing.
Okay, someone that's going to take the lead.
Yeah, because sometimes people be it's like they skipped the dating phase and boom, now you at somebody's house. No, take me outside.
Right.
I'm just saying, it's like if you trying to get to know me or trying to get to know the bed, which one is it?
All right. You got a segment today? Got something for the people today? No? Okay.
Not
All right.
really. I guess just like well, since we both got on black, I think that should be a staple in everyone's wardrobe. It's bold, it's classy, it's simple, it's chic, it's everything. When you put on black, I think most people feel confident in it. It hides,
Right.
it conceals, and it gets, it's noticeable too. So you can wear it in a personal setting. You can wear it when you're going out for social gatherings, and you can wear it in a professional setting. So
Right.
bet on black.
Absolutely. Always bet on
that's
black.
that's the glam segment, and that's a double entendre. Bet on black meaning bet on yourself.
Absolutely. And what makes this interesting is that it wasn't even planned.
It wasn't.
This wasn't even planned. I guess it was just something I was feeling today. And I guess we had the same type of feeling, huh?
Yeah, it was simple. It's like it was a no-brainer. But you know what I'm saying, we still look clean, fresh, We got on here, got our job done, had a great time. Hey, bet on black.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna close out with this.
Okay.
Also, ladies, when you're looking for someone, look for someone who's affectionate with you. Someone that's genuinely affectionate, emotional. You got to have an emotional connection. That's key in a healthy relationship.
Right. Okay. But they got to have one too, because some of y'all heifers be mean as hell. You don't even want to let nobody.
Say that one more time.
They need to have it too, because some of y'all heifers be mean as hell. You don't even want to let a man love you. You don't even want to let a man lead. Let that man be the leader. Let him show you what he got. Stop shutting down everything. Exactly.
Right, and y'all heard that from a woman's perspective. I think today was a good segment. I like today's show today. Was. I think we touched on a lot of valid points. And
yes, and I hope you guys, really, get something out of what we're providing. If you have some feedback, please, post it, let us know, send us messages, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. And going forward, starting next week, we're going to have it to where you're able to call into the show. So if you guys want to be able to call in and talk to us on air and debate what's being said between us, feel free, to, let's make that happen. So next week that will be in effect. So we'll be looking for a lot of you guys' feedback.
I think because I'm ready for you.
Right. I figure I'll turn it up a notch a little bit. Let's really interact, with the fam. I just want to say I thank everybody that tuned in. Thank everybody that's going to have some feedback for this. I want to thank you guys in advance. And
yes,
we look forward to actually seeing you guys next Sunday. Once again, like I said, next Sunday you're going to be able to call into the show and talk with us live, one-on-one, and that way you'll be able to give your feedback, whether it's good or bad, and let's talk about it. Because everybody has an opinion. Whether it's your opinion is just that, your opinion. Now whether it's right or not, it's still your opinion. Right. So we're gonna put you in a situation to where you don't have to just hide behind your keyboard now. We're going to get a chance to talk about it live.
Okay. Yeah, come on.
Thank you guys for tuning in to today's show. We greatly appreciated it. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday for another amazing episode of Situations, the podcast.
Okay, everyone. There you have it. That concludes today's show. Deanna, great segment. I'll look forward to next week. We'll see you guys next week for next week's show.
All right, guys. See you next week.
All right, you guys have a good evening. Peace.